We, the church, not a building, but a people. His workmanship, his masterpiece. In 2004, Church on the Ridge launched with a vision to reach every home in the community. Under the leadership of Pastor Charlie and Sandy Salmon, with lots of hard work by many and with God's favor, in 10 years, the weekly attendance multiplied many times over before settling down to 700. Experts and our own experience taught us the rented space and its layout would continue to put a lid on the growth we believe God wanted to bring. And so the dream of a more permanent building was born. In 2009, at the prompting of the Holy Spirit and wise counsel, Church on the Ridge purchased the empty plot of land outside the windows of the Trailside building, and a seed of an idea was planted. By 2015, the time for something different had come. The pain to remain the same was too great. Something had to change. Were we healthy enough to begin the hard work of a capital campaign? For this to work, members would have to commit to higher levels of dedication in giving and praying. Church on the Ridge united to seek God and grow in our reliance on Him. With focused prayer, shared devotionals, and timely messages on faith from Pastor Charlie, COTR answered the call to faith. The culmination, Commitment Sunday, June 11th, 2017. To secure financing to begin the work, COTR had to raise $2.5 million in cash and commitments. COTR stepped up in faith and raised $2.6 million in cash and commitments in a single day. Work would begin with a buzz. The architect, the contractor were selected. Things began to move forward. Almost immediately, some of the setbacks showed themselves. Permitting challenges, construction glitches, and unusually wet weather all pushed the timeline back. Delays began to compound. In the meantime, the term on the lease would come to an end. Without a new building ready, Church on the Ridge had to move into temporary space. Volunteers and staff scrambled to reorganize and adapt ministry to take place in half the square footage. And what was meant to only be a 6-month solution became a 16-month stretch. Then, the blow that no one saw coming, COVID-19. The worldwide pandemic would further complicate an already complicated situation, with every delay leading to more cost overruns. How could we cover the gap? How could the work continue? Though the situation would unsettle us, God was not rattled. Throughout the trying season, bright spots would remind us of God's faithfulness. Big moments brought to mind God's involvement in this effort from before day one. From groundbreaking to Capstone Sunday, with each milestone passed, vision was slowly becoming a reality. Faith was becoming sight. It became clear that the project would require more financial commitments, and Church on the Ridge responded with faith and generosity. Through Cornerstone for Generations 2020, the second ask of the building program, the community of Church on the Ridge answered with faith. The work would continue, though there would be plenty of waiting yet to come. Easter Sunday, April 4th, 2021, presented itself as a possibility. With a new target in sight, the people of COTR would show up and serve with renewed energy. Many volunteered their weeknights, their Saturdays, to prepare the new building. From cleaning floors to ceilings to moving thousands of pounds of furniture, fixtures, and equipment, Church on the Ridge worked with momentum to finish the move and ready the space. Finally, on Good Friday, April 2nd, Pastor Charlie received the green light from the inspectors, a temporary certificate of occupancy that would allow us to hold our first gatherings in the new building on Easter Sunday, just 2 days later. Waiting was over. The vision to build a space for service to our community had become a physical reality, an answer to so many prayers. His presence, His prompting, His purpose in this process was undeniable. The beauty of saying yes to the difficult so that He could do the impossible. Giving exceeded expectations. Prayer pushed past barriers. Serving opened doors. With a physical space that allows the already expanding ministries of Church on the Ridge to serve the Snoqualmie Valley and beyond, who knows what God will do through us, His people, in sharing His love. Church on the Ridge's mission remains bigger than all of us, So many still need his life. So many long for community. The answers to these needs realized through his body, the church, acting out its purpose to accomplish his mission. We, the church, not a building, but a people, his workmanship, his masterpiece.